All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Very quick video here on Pope Francis. Um, I guess within the last few days, Pope Francis was I guess talking, and he says that he is the devil, or I am the devil. And I guess he was talking about I guess they were talking about Pope John Paul. And I'm guessing he was saying that between him and Pope John Paul is an angel and a saint, and he standing next to John Paul, or doing the same job as John Paul, he's looked at as the devil. Okay, or his lifestyle is demonic compared to John Paul, because he believes Pope John Paul, was a saint, and we all know that that was far from the truth. So yeah, so this is very weird. It's very, I mean, it is Catholic like, though. It's what these people do. I am the devil. I mean, why would anybody out their mouth say something like that? I don't care if you're comparing yourself to anybody on this planet, okay? When, where do you think of? I mean, I can't even. I wouldn't even. Those words won't even come out of my mouth. I am the devil compared to this guy or that girl or that person. Like, who says that unless you're really telling the truth, right? Who's even thinking about saying to in public that I am the devil? Like, compared to this guy or that girl, like, who says stuff like that? Knowing that you're in the role of supposed to be holiness, and you're saying things like this. I mean, this man has said so many things that have been blasphemy to God and to the Bible, and to just living a pure life. He said so many things that have just been like, what are you talking about? And so we understand that we don't believe that he's the last pope, right? We believe that there's another pope coming, and that will be the last pope. That will be the false pope that runs with the Antichrist. We believe that he will pass away, and there will be another pope after him. And that will be the last pope, the Antichrist pope. Okay, the Antichrist, the false pope. He is also a false pope, right? He's also a false God. He's false. We all know that there's nobody on this planet that, even if you're worshiping him as a Catholic person in your idolized, brainwashed mind, you still know that this guy isn't right. Just by the words, just by the statements he has said and he has made over the time he's been a pope, you cannot even justify it. The things this man has said, right? So but they put it to the side, and they continue their Catholicism and their whatever they call it, whatever brainwash words system they use for this evil system and evil religious spirit that these people have. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing that he's still the Pope. It's mind blowing that he can say the things that he can say, and then people come out quickly and say, "Oh, he didn't mean that. He was just playing around." And well, how many times is this guy gonna play around? Because we've heard at least 10 things that makes us scratch our head and say, do you actually like God? Do you actually like Christ? Do you actually like the Holy Spirit? Because you're blaspheming them in public over and over and over again. And then the Catholic Church has to come out quickly to say, no, he really didn't mean that. He was just having some fun. Maybe he had a couple of drinks. Like, what is the Pope drinking for? Okay, they've had to come out quickly to defend this guy, and because he's been making outrageous statements. And after he said that he was, I am the devil compared to, Pope John Paul, and the guy that was there was like, no, 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 you're not, no, you're not, you are you are a saint, you're a Saint Pope Francis, you are a saint. Like, Like trying to reconfirm that no, you get to go to heaven. You're a pope, like just the mental illness and the brainwashing that goes on in the Catholic Church and the Catholic religion. That is, it's just mind blowing that people are still in this thing. Oh man, I can't believe it. I can't believe that billions of people are still part of this thing, even though they know it's false, even though they know it's not of God, even though they know this guy is a false prophet, a false pope, a false everything. This guy's working in demonic spirits, and they still don't care. I mean, and so when you're living your life like this, and you're walking your way into the hellfire, which you are if you're a part of this, it's a sad thing, and people don't. These people have just chosen religion over common sense. That's basically what has happened. They have said, you know what? It's just like the people that know Christmas is pagan, and they make every excuse to participate in Christmas, right? It's for my kids. It's this and that and that. And they won't, you tell them about the origin of Christmas. You tell them that Christmas was outlawed in America because of witchcraft and demonic parties and orgies and all that stuff. They will make every excuse in their mind to make sure that they can still participate in Christmas, right? So that's what people are doing here in Catholicism, right? They are going to make every excuse why they cannot leave the papacy. They cannot leave the false religion of Catholicism. They cannot leave it. That's what they're going to say. They're going to make every excuse not to be able to leave this, right? And it's sad because you're watching billions of people walk right into the hellfire, right? Walk right into hellfire, and they know that's where they're going, but they cannot release themselves from the papacy. And that is very, very sad. So they're going to hear this man make even more outrageous claims in the future, and they're not going to say a word about it because they have made up their mind that they're going to hell with the papacy. And that is crazy, man. It's like the fraternities where they make up their mind they're going to be blood brothers and stuff. Same thing with the Crips and the Bloods. They're going to be blood brothers regardless what happens. We are going down together. We are going to die together. We're going to hell together. And that's what the papacy is. That's what people have locked in their mind, that something has to be forever when it doesn't. You can free yourself from this, people. You can free yourself from enslavement. Okay? You can free yourself from 9-to-5 jobs. You can free yourself from the Bloods and Crips. You can free yourself from Hollywood. You can free yourself from the papacy. You can free yourself from religious dogma. You can free yourself from paganism. You can free yourself. Stop thinking that you cannot free yourself from these things. You can. Every day you breathe, every minute, every second that goes by, you have an opportunity to free yourself from this stuff and from the bondage that you have set yourself into. Not God, but you have put yourself in a prison, in a bondage. Free yourself today because you have that ability to do it. You have that God-given ability to free yourselves from all of these things. Don't wait to the last second. We don't know when our last breath is. Free yourselves today from the papacy and move on. And watch your life change, because some of you guys are in massive bondage because of this papacy, because of this false religion, because of this antichrist spirit religion. And when you free yourself from this, you're gonna see new jobs, new opportunities, new advancements. All these things are gonna come to you because God is not. And many people are waiting on God to bless them, but they have strongholds that the devil will not let go until you free yourself. Free yourself today and be free and be blessed and baptized in the Holy Spirit. Eyes open.